What's up, guys? Yesterday we heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who announced that they are currently working on negotiations for additional phases of stimulus and Build Back Better. And this is a stimulus check, stimulus package, and Build Back Better update. Now I'm going to be sharing with you the actual video footage of what he had to say. He's going to be covering a lot of topics because we're hearing that this is likely going to be needed with everything going on. Take a look at some of the headlines coming out today. Inflation dominates America's economic concerns in the month of March, as we're hearing that in the grocery store, at the gas pump across the board, the cost of goods for Americans is increasing, and people are saying, we need to bring these prices down or get some form of assistance out because inflation is sky high. And BlackRock president wants entire generation to put the seatbelts on over the speeding inflation, saying prices are up, they're not coming down anytime soon. And this is something that our generations has never seen before. March inflation hits 9.8% in Spain. That has not only been felt in the United States but across the globe. And this is the highest rate since 1985 for Spain, up by 7.6% in February. 10% inflation in Spain. And one of the contributing factors to this is that Russia keeps pounding Ukraine, fueling skepticism over Putin's intention as his war creates 4 million refugees. And this is because Russia is one of the main providers of oil across the globe, causing gas prices to spike. Take a look at this. Gas prices level to an average of $4.24. Finally, averaging is slowing down, but the cost will be a long-term problem. As we're hearing, the war is persisting, and gas prices are likely going to be up for quite some time, which is causing people to ask, what are Democrats in the White House and those in control and Congress are going to be doing? How should Democrats respond to rising inflation and high gas prices? Well, as a midterms approach, we got those elections in November. Some prominent members of the party are calling for a suspension of the federal gas tax, saying, get rid of the federal gas tax. We don't need that to add to the prices right now, and for a windfall tax on profits of energy companies that they're seeing are price gouging right now, taking huge profits when they should be lowering those prices. So right now, the White House is exploring ways to lower gas prices, and one of the main things we've been hearing a lot about lately is the White House is privately discussing sending checks to car drivers dealing with high gas prices. Now we'll see what they come up with. As you know, there have been 3 proposals provided by Congress, 3 bills to send out gas stimulus checks. And in addition to all of that, we're hearing that a new wave is likely going to be hitting the US and is already hitting right now. Take a look, coming out a few hours ago, the more contagious Omicron subvariant BA.2 is now the dominant variant in the US and is likely to cause an uptick in cases. And we're hearing that Congress is working away, negotiations are taking place to help out America at this time. So I'm gonna dive into the video footage of what Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer had to say. He's gonna be covering new legislation, Joe Manchin's responding to questions, and getting us caught up on the latest. Let's take a look. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer for you. We heard him say that the Build Back Better negotiations are taking place right now with Joe Manchin. They're having discussions trying to see if they can unify and use procedure of reconciliation to pass through stimulus provisions through Build Back Better. We heard child tax credits are being included in that legislation, but we don't have numbers yet, just placeholder. Also, we heard new phases of pandemic assistance to help battle the pandemic. He says should be on a bipartisan basis. They're trying to work, he said, with Senator Mitt Romney and others to see if they can get 10 Republicans on board to pass that through the traditional means. Now, in addition to that, stimulus checks for gas is on the table. Other legislation is being brought forward. We'll see what they decide is needed, as we still have all of these issues with inflation, increased gas prices, the war in Russia and Ukraine, and potentially a new wave of the pandemic on the way. Now, whatever they decide, whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me if you made it this far. And if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button down below. I appreciate it. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Also, feel free to leave your comments and share this out. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.